I'm Tom Young, an environmental consultant based in Cambridge. I often work with clients to develop long-term water sourcing strategies, and this allows me to see firsthand the impacts of shortages of water on their businesses and the need to develop integrated solutions. Increased demand, environmental consideration, and changes in weather patterns all mean that water availability will be much reduced in the future for the agricultural, horticultural, amenity and landscape sectors. For my Nuffield scholarship, I travelled to regions that have already experienced this issue and had to implement solutions to improve their water security. My first big realisation was the barriers we face in the UK to implementing solutions also exist abroad. These include difficulties of working across different sectors and also trying to share a joint resource. In addition, lack of water security knowledge at all levels and large capital costs really slow solutions down. I also saw where perhaps lessons from history hadn't been learned. For example, in the Arizona desert, the remains of the pioneering irrigation hohokam culture watch over some of the fastest growing cities and water demand in the US. The original settlements were actually abandoned in the 1450s due to a lack of water. However, these extreme conditions do breed innovation. This was most evident in the Canary Islands, where form of farming utilises the rich volcanic ash deposition to form a water-retentive mulch. I also saw use of the regular sea fogs that occur on the islands. These can be captured using bespoke collectors at a large scale and also at a local tree level. In countries where water is a precious resource, greater efforts are used to reduce its use where possible. I saw how efficient irrigation, such as drip lines and subsurface irrigation, were used in Israel, Australia and Spain. I was most impressed by the use of treated wastewater. This practice, which is currently not widely used in the UK, involves using drainage water from water treatment plants. This is normally released to the environment. This low grade of water is seen as a valuable resource in other countries and reused where possible. For example, at Melbourne Water's Western Treatment Plant, there's a farm located literally in the middle of the sewage treatment plant. Water is used from here on the farm, and any excess used for the local horticultural industry. Singapore has taken this one step further by treating its wastewater to such a high standard it can actually be drunk. This policy was achieved with a series of very stable governments which had a consistent and long-term vision for the Singaporean water supply. Built on the concept of the 4 national water pillars, the country is now almost self-sufficient in water, with a series of large collection lagoons, integrated drainage management and reuse of all wastewater. Solutions don't always have to be government-led. The Malud Institute in Australia conducted a huge amount of landscape rehydration through the installation of leaky dams into a degraded river system. This slows water down and allows it to infiltrate into the surrounding landscape. Results have been remarkable. However, the Institute found that environmental legislation designed to protect the environment was actually a huge blockage during the works, requiring very expensive surveys to be carried out in order to proceed. The Institute have now actually created their own code of best practice, which hopefully means that future people can undergo similar works without having to pay for the expensive surveys. Throughout my travels, I saw many innovative solutions that can be used to help the UK improve its own water security. These included wastewater use, efficient irrigation, integrated land management, and technological innovation. However, we still need to improve the relationship between people and water and make people understand its critical role in sustainable land management. As part of my Nuffield, I've designed an integrated water management game which teaches students how water needs to be sustainably shared between different sectors. And we plan to develop this into a full board game in the coming months. This leads to our main conclusion, which is just how important people are in implementing water security solutions. People bring about change that need to be supported. We need to do this much more efficiently in the UK and make it much easier for sustainable and innovative water management solutions to be implemented. This needs to come at a government level in terms of financial, moral and legislative support.